I came to this creative process and decided to pursue it as a life's pursuit. I had to look at what did I want to express with this, what was the truth for me. And I was raised in that community, both on and off the reservation. But that was always framed as home for us. My parents both were raised there, and so that's my foundation of who I am. And so it became apparent that that's what I needed to talk about. That if I'm going to tell the truth and explore this truth, then that's what I need to discuss. This piece here, this was as a result of something completely unexpected. It was a fire that came through, wildfire that came through and devastated part of our reservation and took my parents' ranch home and all of our land, scorched it. And so, I was totally not expecting that, but I was starting to tell the story of this fire with video and other things, and I was like, really the people that were experienced it first are really the beings that experienced it firsthand, besides our horses that all survived, 31 head of horses, were these trees, and so they're still here, they're remnants, and so, I need to facilitate their experience if I can, I've always drawn, and charcoal is one of my preferred mediums, when it comes to drawing. I've always been really interested in the immediacy of drawing, the, making marks. Each tree, definitely just the configuration, if there were branches down low or whatever, I really tried to stay with what was there and sort of get to as much of it as I could. If there were sort of branches sticking out, I followed the branches, and and the drawing was facing away from me, so I didn't have any really inkling of what it was looking like, so I didn't really go and stop and look at it and then do some more. It was just like this complete action, and I just left it up to the action, what it would look like at the end. There's this chaotic sort of thing that's embedded in each of these interactions, and I think honestly it's because of what happened to those trees in that moment, and also my sort of interaction in that moment. You definitely in that performative moment, I definitely built up sort of and released an energy that was related to what we went through, so it was a cathartic moment for me and a chance to sort of kind of grieve with these trees at the same time, as I sort of created this piece. When I look at these pieces, I really see the physical exertion that went into doing them. That interaction maybe lasted 3 minutes each time, with the trees, but it was so strenuous each time, especially the big trees. You're just exhausted at the end. And so I would do about 4 or 5 of them at a time. The bigger trees, maybe 1 or 2 at a time. But I just really see the fire in those actions. I see each kind of tree. I see the characteristics of the tree and the character of the tree. Some of them are ponderosa pine trees, so they're the sort of bigger marks, And then the other significant tree for us is a cedar tree. So the cedar makes the more delicate marks. It's a harder, tree, and so they're more sort of delicate marks. And so I can look around and kind of see what's what, in terms of the species of tree, but also just sort of the characteristics of that tree. Again, it embodied what I come back to the creative process for each time, which is this release, this healing, this sort of, moment of clarity, you know, that's just real brief but pure, and so that's all within these, you know, these pieces, and you know, and it certainly could have been just drawings, but to open the piece up even more, you know, to create this video projection and document that action, I think was really, really important. It gives people a sense of place. It gives people a sense of time. It gives people just a complete sort of experience with you know, the piece and what happened here. So.
This video was funded through UW Art Museum Gala funds.